Hi everyone, and welcome back to Tipsy Tuesdays. My name is Brina and I am a photographer here in Edmonton, Alberta. This is my studio, my boudoir studio. So I'm going to take you behind the scenes today on setting up and styling, how I style my studio. It's always ever changing. I've had a few people ask me recently, hey, can you give me some tips on styling? I personally don't think I'm amazing at styling, but it's pretty cool to see how just some random stuff can make a really beautiful space come together. So before we get started, I would like to introduce you to our sponsor Skillshare. So if you haven't heard of Skillshare already, there's a link in the description. You can get 2 months free. Tanner and I have been doing a meditation course on Skillshare recently, and it's 7 days long and it's been so amazing. I really like it. So you get 2 months free with that link, and then after that the subscription is really affordable. There's classes ranging on everything: meditation, creative writing, digital design, photography, videography. So it's just a platform of a lot of really cool things. So thank you, Skillshare. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so if you don't have time to watch the whole 9-minute video where I talk about styling and describe all the pieces that I am using, here is 20 seconds, fast forward, fast moving Brina to show you the transformation. So everything that I have in my studio that I can remember where it's from, or I have a link for where it's from, I will link it in the description below. So to scroll down, find that, you'll be able to find everything. And when I started finding things for my new studio space, I was really stuck on what do I need? So I messaged my friend Allie. She has Home by Blondie on Instagram. It is the most gorgeous styled space. And I just said, what can I put here? What can I put here? And her response was actually really amazing. It was just find things you like and then just put it together. So I went thrifting and I just picked out all these random things that I like these stained glass, a whole bunch of different colors of stained glass. Whenever I can find fake plants at the thrift shop, I buy it. Thrift shop. I buy them because they're so much cheaper. Some picture frames, some posters I liked. So yeah, we're gonna start with this space here. This stuff is actually glued on the wall, so we're not going to take it down, but I'm going to cover it. And the first thing I'm going to show you is this movable wall. So Tanner made it for me. As you can see, it has this like paneling here, so it's a little bit of texture. I only have one window in my studio, so I want to maximize this light that I have. So by having a movable wall, I can position it and change things into a whole new set really easy in front of just the one window. So first thing first, we're gonna put this in place. Okay, so now we have a corner to style. Corners are a lot easier to style and shoot against, and then you get that nice side light, so that's really good. I'm gonna turn the camera here and just show you some of the stuff that I have. Full of things. I have lots of fake trees, some plants, more bits and bobs. I have this rug, Kailani, that I love. I'll link her in the comments. It's from Australia. So beautiful. And then it's dual-sided, so that if you're not feeling the mustard vibes after a while, you can flip it. This works really well as a tapestry or as a rug on the ground. So that fake wall, I often hook tapestries over. Can you see me? I often hook tapestries over just to change it up when I want to. And the wall is two-sided, so you can paint 2 different colors, which is amazing as well. Okay, so first things first is I'm gonna hang up these curtains. So these are just macrame curtains from Amazon. Okay, so we have the curtains up. Next, I'm going to move in a couch. You could put a bed, a chair. I'm gonna put the chair on the corner, have some trees behind it, so it adds nice texture. So give me my trees. Now these trees are from Amazon. They're so nice because I can just pack them up, throw them in my car. I will put the link in the comments or in the description. I found it was a bit of trial and error with getting fake trees that still had texture and looked good in photos. So I found these ones, this brand photographs really well. So I'll link that. Okay, so we have couch, we have trees, we have a little corner nook. Okay, next I'm going to be adding a little mirror. I'm going to put the mirror on an angle and then just secure it with a plant. because I want to make this more of a closed off corner. So having an angle and an angle gives it a little bit more, I don't know, just a nice feel. I like it that way. Next comes the rug, which you won't be able to see in this video just yet. I'll do a pull back when it's all done. Textures can be anything like the macrame, the trees. You want different layers. So I like how some things are up high, some things are down low. So these are really helpful if you have little plants and you want to just like have another layer, because you don't want all your plants on the ground. So by adding something in, gives it a little bit more height. So that can go there. I'm going to put this guy in there. Table. Gonna put it beside the couch so I can add some more things. Perfect, so I have the 2 mirrors there. Next, I'm going to bring in this plant, nice and dangly. I'm gonna pop it on the table, give it like a little bit of cascading. I have another chair here that I'm going to bring in and put in this corner here to officially close off that gap. Some more plant friends. Okay, so it looks like that. Over on this side, you do get a bit of the bed, but I'll leave it like that for the next couple. Now, I do love to mix real trees and fake trees so that you just never know. The texture looks really nice. Obviously, the fake trees are easy to do whatever you want with. The real ones don't usually like being moved around that much. Have a little guitar. These are my thrift store items that you could put on the table, you could put on the ground and put some plants in it. So that's what I'm gonna do. Put one on the table and one on the ground. My prized possession, my favorite cactus, goes there. Now, pillows are always fun. You can add different textures. I always have some fur little throws. So this gray one I'm just gonna put on the ground. This white one I'm gonna hang on the back of this chair. And then I'll bring in a basket of records. Maybe put a few that match the color scheme I'm going with. It's in the roof because I like to hang plants. So on here, I'm just gonna hang a plant off of the curtain rod. So I'll go get her. I need to name her. Perfect. So again, adding another element of height, texture. There's a spot on the fake wall that I could hang things down if I wanted. I have more plants I can add, some picture frames I actually really like. Yes, so it's perfect. I love it. So it's cropped in. You can see the floor. If I shoot like that, that's a beautiful frame. Boopity-doopity-doo. Nooks and crannies that I just created. So that is this week's episode of Tipsy Tuesdays. Styling a space, creating your own little nook, whether it be for selfies in your studio or just a space to hang out in home and read a book, meditate, all those lovely things. I wanted to show you how I went from that was a blank space, to this. So thank you for tuning in for another episode of Tipsy Tuesdays. If you like what you see, please subscribe. It really, really helps us. By us, I mean Tipsy Tuesdays as a whole. It helps get cool sponsors and keep all this content free. So when you're styling your space, textures, plants, all these things, just get a bunch of things you like. This may not be your style, and that's okay, but collect a bunch of things that you like and then just play around with it and have fun. If you do end up styling a new space, please send me some photos. You can find me on Instagram at Brina Photography, and I'll link everything else in the comments, including all the links to these wonderful things. Thanks. Cheers.